Hey everybody, it's Alex, and I'm back to make a quick video here. Actually a requested video. A video requested by Brandon over at Mr. Hall of Fame. He wanted to see a little tour of my record shelves. So yeah, I'm gonna do that today. I was gonna hold out on doing this because it's not 100% how I want it to look. It's just the most convenient way for it to look at the moment until I can, get some dividers to put in the shelves to properly sort everything out. So before I take you guys on a little tour, I'll show you what I have around. We have this Stevie Wonder picture. I've shown this in a video before. It was actually salvaged from a cocktail bar back in the 80s. I don't know which one it was, but apparently it was quite a big one here in London. So it's really nice to have that. Stevie Wonder is one of my favorite artists, so of course I'm going to have that. And then my favorite poster of my favorite band that I was lucky enough to get last year, went from their tour, is Arctic Monkeys. I did go on the tour, but I didn't go on the night for this poster because they had a different poster for every night of the show. So I ended up getting I ended up getting a poster. I actually prefer this design over all the ones they had, luckily enough. But yeah, I didn't actually go onto this show, but I was on this tour, so I'm super happy to have that. That's my pride and joy right there. Anyways, into the collection we go. So it's actually all alphabetized, believe it or not, by last name or the first letter of the band's first name, and it's not including the, because otherwise everything would be in T. And I still have enough here, as you can see, for almost a full empty browser down there. So yeah, everything's pretty much alphabetized. Let's start off in the A's. We have is here. So A's. I wish I could make this a bit easier for me to browse through, but A, ABBA, ABC, AC/DC. I'm just going to scroll through quick, see what we can find. Oh yeah, all my Afrobeat is there. I don't have a lot of Afrobeat, but I put my Afrobeat in A for now, just because I wanted to do it that way. It was more convenient for me to do it that way instead of sorting them out by artist, because otherwise I won't remember what ones I have. Arctic Monkeys, of course, I've got every single studio album that they ever put out, including a couple of live bootleg albums. Some Louis Armstrong there, some Oswald, some Taste of Honey, Tribe Called Quest, their first and their last album, some Avenged Sevenfold, believe it or not, one of my favourite metal bands growing up. Average White Band, the bass player, Hamish, actually, is he the bass player? I forget, but Hamish Stewart lives like not even that far away from here. It's about, I want to say maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Well, I guess that's quite far, but on the bus you can get to maybe his pub in like 45 minutes to half an hour. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. And then after we get there, from the Royales, we go to the B's. As you can see, Beach House, Beastie Boys. Even I have some Beatles, and everyone who's returning to my channel knows how I feel about the Beatles. Even Bee Gees, of course, got to have the Odessa there, got to have the Cucumber Castle, got to have the main course, Spirits Having Flown, and then of course Bee Gees' Greatest. And that's just a bonus one I have here, Living Eyes. Just George Benson, got all my George Benson in there. Got to have it. Some Chuck Berry, some Beyonce, believe it or not, some Black Sabbath, brilliant, some Blondie. Yeah, brilliant stuff. And then the B's actually continue over here behind Blue Oyster Cult. Wish I had some more Blue Oyster Cult, but there we go. Loads of David Bowie. You're going to see a ton of Bowie here, look. All the albums that I pretty much like by Bowie. And even the ones that are missing, unfortunately there are a couple I'm missing, like Hunky Dory and Aladdin Sane. The ones I like, they're missing. Not a big fan of this album, but there's a couple songs on here I like, so that's why I have it. Love this one. And Young Americans, actually. Charles Bradley, wish I had more from him. You're going to see a lot of hip-hop, but a lot of Bread as well. I love Bread. Yeah. Brothers Johnson, James Brown there. Yeah, even some Dave Brubeck in my collection. How good's that? And some BT Express. Busta Rhymes, yeah, David Byrne, of course. And then David Byrne ends off the B's. We go into the C's, starting with the one J.J. Cale album, my own. There are a lot of gaps in my collection. Some Ray Charles. You're going to see in my collection that there are a lot of gaps. That's just because I don't like owning everything by an artist. I don't like to have filler in my collection. I just like to have the stuff I loved. Cigarettes After Sex there, of course. Eric Clapton, Gary Clark Jr. Wish I had more from him, actually. That's one artist I wish I could get more of. And The Clash. This is literally the only Clash album I have, which is so unfortunate, but can't be helped. Nat King Cole, a lot of Nat King Cole. He's a merry old soul, but there we go. Phil Collins, John Coltrane, Commodores, a lot of Commodores back from when I used to religiously collect Commodores. Craig Mack, rest in peace, Creedence Clearwater Revival, some Christopher Cross there, The Cure, Cypress Hill. That ends off the C's, and then whoops-a-daisy, they keep falling over. I may have to start thinning this one out, but there we go. Into the D's there, starting with Dan, Miles Davis, Depeche Mode there. Yeah, the two albums I own from them. Disturbed, love this album. Some Premiere, some Doobie Brothers, of course. The Doors. Wish I had more from the Doors. That would be incredible. Dr. Dre, of course. Duran Duran. Earth, Wind and Fire. Echo Smith. ELO. A bit of ELO there. Emerson, a couple of Emerson, Lake and Palmer albums. Even, this is for you, Brandon, some Enya. The one Enya album I own. I know, crazy, right? EPMD, gotta have your EPMD, your everything album there. 50 Cent reissue of Iron Man. Of course, standard album there, Rumours. Tango and Nights and Falls. They've got 2 new albums coming out this year, so that's going to be exciting. Foo Fighters, Foreigner, some Foreigner, British hip hop there, some 4 Owls, Fugees, classic hip hop there, some Gangstar, a lot of Marvin Gaye, into some Genesis, yeah, some Al Green, gotta love your Al Green, yeah, some great stuff there, and also that's D, E, F, and G, H, I, J, K, and L, I believe, are all in this one. Isaac Hayes, Heaven 17, even my very minuscule Jimi Hendrix collection there. Isn't that a fine dandy? John Lee Hooker, another one I wish I had more of. In fact, I wish I had more blues in general, but it's very hard for me to find any good blues in my area. Human League, Ice Cube, Imagine Dragons, even Iron Maiden. Not a big fan of them, but I do have an album from them, which is alright, I suppose. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, The Jacksons, yeah, Jay-Z, J. Cole, J. Dilla, Billy Joel, who I share a birthday with, and Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang Clan as well. Robert Johnson, one of my favorite blues musicians, phenomenal artist. Howard Jones there. Quincy Jones, must-have album from the 80s if you're into funk and soul. Gotta have that. Some Kendrick Lamar, one of my favourites. Shaka Khan, she has a new album coming out this year. That'll be a good one. Yeah, I'm just going through everything, but you can kind of see how everything's alphabetized. No, there's all my Led Zeppelin. No labels as to what anything is. The hope is to put everything in genre order. It's just a bit more convenient for me actually working in a record store. So yeah, I bet you've never heard of this one. Whoopsie daisy. I almost dropped the camera, that would not have been good. Yeah, but here's a band I bet you've never heard of. Maroon Dogs. Yeah, they're actually a local band, so there we go. Maroon 5, Bruno Mars, a couple of rare Bruno Mars albums there. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot I can only record for 10 minutes. I'm trying to speed through this as quick as I can, but you can see the lighting kind of gets kind of bad around here. Basically, everything is alphabetized. I'm just going through everything very quickly. There's the N's there, the O's with the O Band and Billy Ocean, and OJ's Ohio Players, P's with Alan Parsons Project, Pearl Jam, Teddy Pendergrass, of course, gotta have your Teddy P in there, a Pink Floyd, of course, but the Police, Gregory Porter, Public Enemy, Queen is the only band with a Q in it that I own, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Rainbow, REO Speedwagon in there. R's continue here. Basically R, and then we go into S. Sade kicks off the S's. I'm pretty sure. Yep, Sade does kick off the S's. Loads of Bob Seger. I think the rest of this here is all S, going all the way back. So that wouldn't surprise me. No, it's not actually all S. It goes into the T's. I stand corrected, or rather sit corrected, and then the T's continue over here in the really bad lighting. Yeah, so some more T's, some U, couple of U's actually, with Ultravox and UTFO, some V's, loads of W's, just because I have a load of Stevie Wonder albums and a load of Grover and Barry White actually in there. One Wings album, believe it or not. Yeah, loads of Stevie. And yeah, so goes into Stevie, Wu-Tang. You cannot see a blooming thing but in there. But yeah, believe me, that is T through Z all the way in there. Yeah, so everything currently is in alphabetical order. I wish I could put everything in genre order, but ooh, blur bag. Oh boy, yeah, anyways. I wish I could put everything in genre order, but I just don't have the dividers right now, because otherwise I'd have to try and remember where I put everything. So for now, just putting everything in alphabetical order is the easiest thing for me to do. At eventually, like I said, everything will be in genre order, and I'll even have the artists separated out. The ones I listen to the most, they'll all be pretty much separated out. So, like for example, Arctic Monkeys will have. These will be at the beginning, as will maybe Wu-Tang Clan, David Bowie. Even though I don't listen to Bowie that much, I've got a lot of his albums. But yeah, you kind of get the idea of where I want this to go. It's just a starting point. I figured I'll make this video just so you guys can kind of see where it starts and how it's going to end. I'm not gonna. I can't keep buying because, as you can see, I don't have a lot of room left down there, but fingers crossed that we can make this work. I may have to clear out some stuff that maybe I'll never listen to again, but for now, this is how the collection looks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Brandon, I apologize, this video is not the best, but you did request to have a quick look through everything. I'll re-update this once it's maybe sorted out the way I want it to be. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks again for tuning back into the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Peace.